Hey everyone, welcome to our summer grilling meal prep workshop. I'm so excited that you've joined us here. This month we are going to be focusing on the new summer grilling collection in Epicure's brand new spring summer 2022 catalog. So let me just quickly tell you the products that are in the collection, and then I will move to doing some meal prep for the freezer. So first up, we have the brand new Southwest Ranch. This is a dressing mix, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I love making up the dressing and then marinating chicken thighs in the dressing and grilling them. So delicious. If you've ever marinated chicken in ranch dressing, it makes the most juicy chicken on the grill. So there's a kitchen hack for you if you want to try something new. A disclaimer, excuse me, a disclaimer with this blend is that less is more. So if it calls for 2 tablespoons, I tend to use 1 tablespoon. If you like a little bit of heat, but not a lot of heat, just cut back a little bit on the seasoning with that one. And then the next seasoning that's come back, this was a taste test earlier in the year, is the Teppanyaki. This is a Japanese inspired sauce. Teppanyaki sauce mix is so delicious, drizzled on vegetables. You can drizzle it on grilled steak. So many uses for teppanyaki. Super yummy. So that comes in the kit. And dessert. This is so delicious, and I'm going to show you how I prep dessert for the freezer so you've got a quick grab and go dessert for your summer fun. This is the berry swirl no-bake cheesecake. Then I'm going to be prepping some chicken using the maple miso marinade, and this has been a staple in Canada for a long time, and I know a lot of our American consultants and clients have been loving the O Canada. It's a maple garlic dry glaze, super yummy as well. So let's start with dessert, shall we? So during this meal prep workshop, my goal is to teach you quick kitchen hacks, but I also want to help you save money. I don't know about you, but the price of gas is blowing my mind. $80 barely gives me half a tank in my minivan. So it costs me about $150 to $160 Canadian to fill the tank. So if I can save money in places, I'm all for it. So one of the things that I like to do, so you'll notice I've got my quarter sheet pan here with the sheet pan liner, and I've got some frozen raspberries on here. So if you're at the grocery store and you see raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries on sale, you know how they have the reduced price sticker because they're about to expire? Pick those up, take them home, wash them, and freeze them. And then you've got fresh frozen fruit for smoothies, baking, whatever it is that you like to do with those berries. But this recipe for the berry swirl no bake cheesecake calls for 1/3 cup of frozen raspberries. So I'm just gonna fill my prep bowl here. These prep bowls have measurements right on the side. So I'm gonna kind of fill it between the 1/4 and 1/2 cup mark. And then what I need to do is measure out a tablespoon of this mix in with the berries. And I want to microwave this for a minute. I apologize, there's going to be a little bit of noise. This is actually a noisy cooking class because I am going to be using my hand mixer as well. But I think it's important for you to see how these meals are prepped in real time. So put that in for a minute or until the berries are hot. So if you have one of those super hot microwaves, it might be ready in as little as 30 seconds. My microwave is not all that powerful. Okay, so while that's cooking, let me talk to you a little bit about the cream cheese that I'm going to use in this blend, because I want to mix, I believe it's 2 packages of cream cheese. No, just 1. Okay, so I want to take 1 package of softened cream cheese, pop it in the bowl here. Here's another hack for you. It's okay to buy the knockoff brands of cream cheese. It's okay to buy the knockoff brands of sour cream, things like that in your ingredients. I saved $2 on this package by buying the knockoff brand. So totally okay. The seasoning will make up for it. So you won't even know that you used a knockoff brand. So I'm gonna mix the rest of my seasoning in with my package here. I honestly thought I needed 2 bricks of cream cheese. It helps to read the directions. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this hand mixer, apologize for the noise, and I'm going to mix this until it gets nice and fluffy. Now I like to take my mixer and kind of break up that cream cheese a little bit. Helps to also have cream cheese soften to room temperature, because then it will blend up a little bit faster. All right, so let's blend this. My friends, is why I wear an apron. Cream cheese just went flying all over my kitchen, but it's all good. All right, so that's nice and blended. Now I want to add 1.5 cups of whipping cream. Everything's better with whipping cream, is it not? All right. So we'll add maybe about 1/2 cup. I'm not so good at the gradually add things. I'm not a baker, but I can make desserts using Epicure, so thank goodness. My dog just came running. He knows Mummy's cooking and Mummy is messy. He's licking cream cheese off of my sock as I pour this whipping cream, which is absolutely hilarious. Okay, so there's another 1/2 cup. Last 1/2 cup, and then you just want to mix this until it starts forming peaks. And it's as easy as that. All right. And this works great with dairy alternative cream cheese as well. So now I'm going to take my raspberries. Now normally you will have refrigerated that a little bit, but it's all good. You just want to kind of mash it up a little bit. And then we'll take this tool and kind of spread that around and stir it. Now the recipe calls for a a graham cracker crust. I don't bother with that. We do have someone in the household that does eat gluten-free. So you can buy gluten-free graham crumbs, absolutely. But what I like to do is I just take this tool, it's called a dip and spreader. It's not in our core catalog, but it comes back from time to time. So in May of 2022, it's part of our host special. And what I love about this tool is that it has a spreader on one side and a perfect teaspoon on the other. So I just spread this cream cheese mixture into this Perfect Petites pan. And then I'm going to pop it into the freezer. So I've got the pan on my sheet pan here. And then I'm going to freeze these, and they'll make kind of like berry swirl cheesecake bars. Then what I do is when I want to serve them, I just I sprinkle some graham cracker crumbs on a plate or my serving platter, and then I just place these on the serving platter, and then they pick up the graham cracker and or the graham cracker crumbs. But I don't have to worry about trying to press the crumbs in here. That's too much work for me. So then you get a little taste of the graham cracker, but it doesn't overpower the cheesecake, because I'm all about the cheesecake. Graham cracker crumbs are nice and all, but I just want the cheesecake. So there is a tip for you. So I'm not gonna fill all of these for our class, but it just kind of gives you an idea of how easy this recipe is to make. So I'm gonna set this aside and move on with the rest of our class. What I'm gonna do with this is just fill the rest of these wells, pop it in the freezer, and then once they're frozen, I will pop these out and put them in a freezer bag, flat, and then pull that out when I need it for potlucks, or let's be honest, Saturday night, because I like cheesecake on a Saturday night. All right. So let's talk marinades, dry glazes, and rubs. So like I shared earlier, I want to save you money this summer. If we can save tanks of gas here and there, maybe we can still go on a vacation or do something fun. So this new maple miso marinade is absolutely delicious, but the thing with marinades is you want your protein to soak in them overnight. I find a minimum of 3 hours, but overnight is best. But what you can do is at the grocery store, if there is meat that's like $5 off, or they sometimes have a 50% off sticker if they're going to expire in a day or two, pick those up, prep your protein, and freeze it in the marinade or the rub or the dry glaze, and then you can just pull them out, and as they thaw, as your protein thaws, you'll get all of that marinade or all of that seasoning soaking right in. It's gonna get nice and juicy and kind of dance there in the freezer bag. Okay, so let's do up our maple miso first. So we need 2 tablespoons of the mix. And then we want 2 tablespoons each of maple syrup and oil. I'm just gonna give this a rinse because I don't want my chicken to taste like berry swirl. All right. So I use avocado oil or grapeseed oil, not olive oil, when I know that I'm going to be grilling, because olive oil has a low smoking point, and when our oils smoke, carcinogens are released, and carcinogens can lead to cancer. So I try my best to stick with avocado oil and grapeseed oil. All right, so we're gonna mix this up. So we've got a lovely marinade here. Okay, so grocery store find. These chicken thighs are about to expire. They have a $5 off. So I got these chicken thighs for under $10, which is amazing. It's a nice club pack here. So I'm going to take my handy dandy multi-purpose pot, put my freezer bag on the inside, and I just kind of pull it over top, then I can put my protein on the inside. So we're gonna take our chicken thighs. So I put 3 thighs in, and then I spoon some of the marinade over top. So it's layered, and then all of your chicken gets covered. So another cost-saving tip, I'm gonna let you in on some of my secrets. For those of you in Canada, if you have a PC Optimum card, there are 20 times the points days at Shoppers Drug Mart. So I like to make my list according to the Shoppers Drug Mart flyer. So if they have some of my staples like milk, eggs, cheese, frozen fruit, frozen vegetables, some of the things that I buy, I always make sure it's worth my while. I will purchase the minimum purchase, $50, $60 at Shoppers Drug Mart, get my 20 times the points, and then I go to the Superstore or Zehrs or No Frills, depending on who has the better sales that day. And I spend my 20 times the points at those stores, and then I get most of my protein and produce for free. So that's a really great way to save money and take advantage of those 20 times the points sales. Sometimes I will save my points so that my Thanksgiving and my Christmas groceries are free. So there's another way to save some money. All right, so I've layered that marinade. So now I'm just gonna kind of squish this around. So this chicken will be delicious on the barbecue, or I could even bake it. Or what you can do is take our crispy crunchy coating and dredge the chicken in the crispy crunchy coating and then cook it in the air fryer. You've got maple miso air fried chicken. I'm telling you, it's pretty yummy. There's lots of options. Okay, so this is maple miso marinade chicken thighs, ready to go for the freezer. So chicken legs were on sale as well. So we are going to make O Canada Glaze chicken legs. So what's really cool about the O Canada is that you can actually make a mustard glaze. So you can add a tablespoon of dry glaze and half of a cup of the honey mustard if you wish. I'm not doing that today. Today I am just making the regular dry glaze. And the O Canada makes a really nice salad dressing as well if you use oil and white balsamic vinegar. Yum, yum. So versatile. Okay, I want to make my glaze first. Getting ahead of myself here. Okay, so we are going to put 2 tablespoons. Actually, I'm going to do 4 tablespoons of the dry glaze because I've got quite a few chicken thighs there. And I've learned another money-saving hack from my friend Shannon. There is an app called Flash Food. What's that, you say? Flash Food is an app that helps eliminate food waste. So they've partnered with Loblaws. So again, No Frills, Zehrs, Superstore in Canada. And what you do is you download the app, and then it will search for stores that have food that is close to expiring, or maybe they've ordered too much, they've got too much inventory. They put them at a super low discount. So I've heard people getting like a $24 roast for $11, things like that. So that's kind of cool. And there's referral codes that you can send around so you and your friend can save $5. So that's a really cool app that my friend Shannon told me about. You can get veggie and fruit boxes for $5, which is pretty amazing savings. I know that there's boxes that you can have delivered to your house, like local produce that or seconds, perfectly fine. It just doesn't look as pretty. So there's really great resources out there. Okay, so I want 2 tablespoons of this avocado oil. I'm gonna mix it in with this dry glaze. And again, put 3 chicken legs in my bag here. O Canada is also very popular on pork. I don't eat a lot of pork meat personally. I have IBS, and sometimes pork is one of my irritants, so I avoid it. But I've heard that it's very popular on grilled pork chops and even pork loin. So if you've got money saving tips at the grocery store, share them in the comments. Let's help each other out. These are interesting times, but we can still live a really good quality life. We just need to be a village and help each other out. For those of you who eat vegan, the Flash Food app is fantastic because if there's alternatives in the grocery store that are close to be going bad, I find that a lot of times the plant-based alternatives are on the Flash Food app. So it's just a cool tip for you as well. Okay, so we're gonna scrape every last bit out. I'm going to use my tongs actually to scrape some more out. What I love about the silicone utensils that come in our Prep Pro utensil collection is that they all work as great scrapers, even the tongs, which is awesome. A lot of my hosts, when they host a cooking class with me, they choose the Prep Pro utensil set as their free or half price item. Same thing with these pots. They come with a glass lid. My glass lid is in the dishwasher, but they come with a glass lid with a silicone handle. This is ergonomic, and then there's measurements on the side. So it just saves cutlery, or not cutlery, dishes. You don't have as many dishes. I want to show you one of the lids actually. Mine's dirty, but I still want to show you. Real life here, folks. There's a colander built right in the lid. That's what I love most about it, because then I don't have to pull out a big colander and I don't have to make a pile more dishes dirty. So I love that about our multi-purpose pots. My dog is now in the dishwasher trying to eat and lick the dirty dishes. Do you have a dog that does that too? Such a pain. All right, so I'm gonna massage this around just like I did with the other one. So again, as this chicken thaws, that flavor is going to permeate through it. In O Canada, when it's on the grill, I must torture my neighbors. I know my friend Agnes, you sometimes watch these cooking classes. Do I torture you with my cooking? So comment below, or just come on over for supper. It's all good. All right. I should really wear my glasses when I film these cooking classes. I need to make an appointment at the eye doctor because I have a feeling I might need one of those special over 45 prescriptions. But anyway, I'm telling all my secrets. All right, so we've got prepared O Canada drumsticks, prepared maple miso. I showed you how to make the amazing berry swirl cheesecake. Forgot the name of it. And I hope that I shared some money saving tips with you as well. Stay tuned. I'm going to be doing these classes once a month, and I'll be sharing more meal prep tips, more tips for saving money over the summer months. And listen, if your wish list for Epicure is bigger than your budget, talk to your consultant and book a cooking class. Your friends will thank you. They're going to learn tons of meal prep tips as well. Epicure meals are way less expensive than eating out, way more affordable than some of the fast food that you'll find down the freezer aisle at the grocery store. And hey, if you saw what I did and I made some messes, right? I'm not perfect. And you think, you know what? I think I can do what she does and teach my community how to prep meals. Why don't you join our business? It's an awesome opportunity to make some extra money for a summer vacation. I know people are making tough choices right now, whether they can go on vacation or not, just because of rising costs. With Epicure, you can make some extra money and enjoy your life and live life to the fullest over the summer months. So talk to your consultant. If you don't have a consultant, send me a DM. I would be happy to answer your questions. Have an awesome night, everybody. Bye.